Welcome to Grown Men Chopping It Up. It's your boy J.R. Rydha, and I'm here with my ace,
Kerry, I say Kerry with a K. This is a safe place for grown-ups to have a grown-up after dark talk.
We'll give you a second to tuck the kids into bed. Because this is 21 and no. 21 and no. Okay, let's get to it.
This episode is brought to you by the game of pool, where a white ball knocks a black ball off a field which is green, which represents the earth, and knocks it into a blackness that takes it away forever.
Pool.
Pool. Anyhow, I'd like to say a R.I.P. to my brother's father, Joseph Allen Arnold. I won't make any jokes about it because that's me. I fuck around like that, but this is a sad moment for him, and I hope he gets through it just fine.
Yeah, Big Black Joe.
But my first topic is going to be about online dating.
Yeah, let's get into that.
Start this shit off right.
Yeah, let's get it popping.
So online dating, there's lots of sites. I remember places like Black Planet,
Yeah,
Black People Meet.
Yeah.
Now they have like Plenty of Fish, Christian dating, and all that other stuff. The rules should be the same. If you're on online dating, you should actually never misrepresent yourself.
Okay.
Because when I was on there, I mean, we'd have girls on there saying, you know, I believe in God, I'm the most holy person on earth, and I don't suck dick on the first date. And they be lying. They lie so much. In fact, those are the ones that were the freaks.
You found it that the girls who said they were the least freaky was the most freaky.
Was the most freaky.
Wow.
And the ones that talked all that freaky shit was teasers. They'd tease you to death. They just out for get a meal. And you'd be like, all right, you talking all that shit on the page, what's going on? And they'd be like, oh, I'm sorry, I gotta get home early. I got Bible study in the morning.
So the freaky ones would be the real ones that had Bible study.
That's right.
And the ones who said they had Bible study
really had ball study. They play with more balls than Pat Summerall.
You want to share any of your stories from? Because you have quite a lot.
Wow.
Stories that you've shared with me over the years.
I got so many stories from it, but you know, sometimes when I'm telling these stories, I think, what does my girl think? And what about her friends that listen? They'd be like, your dude is nasty.
But that's what I was talking to you about off air. Like, maybe we should move away from doing so many personal stories.
Yeah.
Because people be like looking at me sideways sometimes. But I'm like, you know what? To me, this is just grown men chopping it up. Yeah. We can't not tell the stories because this is what it's like when men get together and we just chop it up.
Yeah, that's what we talk about.
Yeah. So let's just go into just one quick story. Just give me one of them little quickie ones.
Oh yeah, I got one.
All right.
So there's this girl. We talked a few days online back and forth. I'm like, what you into? She's like, you know, I'm down for the cause. I lick the dick and spin it around. You know, she was talking big shit.
What, lick the dick and spin it around?
Yeah, she was talking about like doing it around the world. Or
Whoa. Now, for y'all don't understand what around the world is, it's when a girl bends you over, pulls your dick by your ass, and gives you head from the back.
I mean, she was talking big shit.
That's in around the world.
Around the world. So she talked all that mess. I go to her house. I know I told you the story before. I go to her house upstairs, and she like, okay, you know, I get her something to drink. So I get something to drink. Now, by the time she go in the kitchen, right, and I'm thinking all this shit she done said to me. So I'm sitting on her leather couch, right, and I take off all my clothes.
Butt ass naked.
I am butt ass naked on a leather couch.
Cheeks sticking to the leather.
Cheeks sticking to the leather.
Okay.
So she come back in there, and I'm like, what's up? You know what I'm saying?
Like he's about to go down.
I got the dessert right here.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So she sit next to me. She like, you are crazy. I'm like, what? You said it was going down. I'm trying to make it happen.
Right. I'm trying to get you halfway there.
Right. So she like, oh no, I didn't mean that. I want to take it slow and blah blah blah. And I'm like, that ain't what you said.
Right.
So I'm sitting there all embarrassed now. I'm like, you ain't gonna suck it or nothing? Shit, I took all my clothes off here. I'm sitting there with my socks on. I'm sitting there naked on the couch with tube socks.
Tube socks all into your knee.
Yeah, wearing nothing else but my smile.
Okay.
So I'm like, you know, I start putting my clothes back on. I'm thinking like, fucking bitch. You know, they wasted all this time. I had other choices of women I could have went to see.
There was other choices you could have made.
But if y'all don't know, when men make a choice who they go out with that night, it's judged on who we gonna get the most from.
Right.
Or what you trying to accomplish that night. I was trying to get some ass.
Right. You was on an ass mission.
The other girls talking about going to the movies, all that old whack shit. Yeah. I was trying to get some ass.
Right.
So she ruined my night.
You was there to fuck somebody's wife.
Right. I'm like Tyrone. So then, I left and I stopped fucking with her at all. I didn't even want to take her calls no more because to me that she was teasing me.
It was false advertisement.
Yeah. She told me all that shit and she didn't follow through. I was there to follow through.
Right. You definitely. You was there to lay some pipe.
I was gonna drop that hammer.
You was looking at hammer time.
I was gonna let her see my O face.
You trying to knock out an ovary.
So I didn't talk to her anymore. She fucking teased. But I did run into her online again, maybe a year or so later, and she was still out there teasing motherfuckers. So.
And you know what? You wanted to put a flag on her profile.
Yeah, I did too. I was like, you phony. Stop trying to act like you doing this. You ain't even about that life.
Yeah, you ain't gay nobody no round the world.
Yeah, you just too busy sitting around your girls.
Yeah, sitting around your girls.
So anyhow, don't misrepresent yourself on an online dating profile. Mm-hmm. The other thing is be yourself. Mm-hmm. Which actually goes along with the same thing. Don't say you do something that you don't do, that you're into something that you're not into. Just be yourself. People might like that person.
Right. There's somebody for everybody.
Yeah, and it's all about convenience, and you control the pace of what happens on, as far as you getting to know this person. You can talk online for weeks, months, whatever it is. Mm-hmm. Switch to the phone calls, talk on the phone for like weeks, months, whatever it is. But make sure that you're comfortable with what you're doing with your online profile. Mm-hmm. And definitely don't misrepresent yourself. Don't say that you weigh less than you do. Because we've seen for years and years, them big chicks that only have facial pics. If you only have face pics on your profile, it's a red flag.
Oh, okay.
You almost automatically a fat broad. Which has nothing, there are, somebody for everybody.
Right.
But that's misrepresenting yourself. Because there was a time when I did meet a girl, she had all face pics, and she had a pretty face.
Right.
But she just had a pretty big body.
and nothing's wrong with the women of the bigger.
Yeah. I wanna choose who I'm trying to mess with. Right. And you get all your information and you choose it. She wouldn't even come outside. She'd like peek her head out the door and be like, "Oh, I don't want to come out. I ain't got no clothes on." Well, put some clothes on. She played with me for like an hour. And I was like, I know.
Did she come outside?
She came outside, and
when she was okay. Wait, when she came out the door, did you hear? Hey?
It was like, "Hey, Kool-Aid."
Kids run up to her like, "Hey, Kool-Aid."
Man, kids run up to her trying to drink some Kool-Aid.
She was cute.
She was cute in the face, but large in the waist. Now, which ain't nothing wrong with fat girls. I'm not. I know there's a lot of fat.
You can't call them fat girls.
Oh, what you say, Rubenesque?
I think they just BBWs.
That makes it sound fancy. I like all my girls BBW.
Yeah, they're not. Don't call them fat no more. People are sensitive.
Oh, I'm sorry, you big bitches. I feel sorry. I'm just playing. We love you, big ladies. But at the time, I wasn't into them. But if you're a player, which we'll get to into another episode, have one big girl in your stable. We'll tell you about that later.
Yeah, that's just back up again.
But I ended up, I was nice to her. She was big. I gave her a hug as I was leaving.
But if she would have represented herself as a big woman from the beginning, you probably would have been cool with it.
Because the conversation was good. Yeah,
right.
Yeah. Girls misrepresent, what I find online, girls misrepresent their size or how many kids they have.
What I heard the complaint was dudes misrepresent their height.
Yeah, dudes misrepresent their height and how old they are.
Yeah.
Dude would be 20 years older than he said he was. He'll show you a picture of his younger brother when he was that age, and he come out and he have like, a Gandalf beard. He looked like Gandalf the Grey.
Yeah. Yeah, that's happened to me. I remember I met a girl, and, she kind of walked up to me, and I was thinking, oh, this must be her mom.
Oh, wow.
Because the picture was an old high school picture.
Wow.
And I was like, oh, I mean, I could see the resemblance, but it was a long time ago resemblance. So online dating, be careful.
Be careful. Just, be yourself. Do what you're going to do. Show recent pictures. Mm-hmm. Make sure they're recent. Even
but you used to have a trick that you did that the people could, you would tell a girl to wear a blue shirt and send me a picture.
Yeah, yeah.
Or I want to see you in a black top.
Right. So then they'd have to take one.
Yeah.
Or something that you don't think they have currently.
Uh-huh.
Or the other trick is, I remember before online dating there was phone chat.
Uh-huh.
Before, when phone chat was popular, the way you could tell how big they are, you say, okay, if there was a celebrity that you think you resemble, who is it?
Uh-huh.
Now, if she says Nell, Nell Carter, now you know what you're dealing with.
Right.
But back then, it didn't seem like, during phone chat, it didn't seem like they misrepresented their size. It just kind of started in online dating. If a girl was big, while you talking to her on a KML Love Line or something, she was like, look, I'm big and beautiful.
Right.
And he was like, because Monique started that. I'm a big queen or whatever it was. Uh-huh. So it was more popular then for them to tell the truth. It's just like online made it so they started being dishonest.
Right.
The dudes will lie about how much money they got too.
Yeah. Money in the bank. I got money in the bank. Hey, yeah, that's crazy. So this next topic, this one's probably going to be a little bit short. I really don't remember what the hell I was thinking when I wrote it. So you got to bear with me here. Mine was, make the life that you have now good. Fuck looking at the grass on the other side because it's not greener.
Wow.
And we were talking about something, and I wrote it down, and I totally forgot what the hell we were talking about. So I'm going to freestyle here. All right. But basically what I was thinking was, like, a lot of people look at other people, like Ben Affleck and the girl that he married, they getting divorced.
Yeah.
And so many people, be looking at these celebrities and be like, I want to be like that couple. I want to be like that couple. Somebody hit me with some shit off Facebook that I thought I didn't like it because I hate when people do this. They try to make, so Nicki Minaj is with Meek Mills, and they sent me the little thing saying one dude could be with a girl for all this time and got no intentions, and then another nigga come and have hella intentions for her, blah, 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 blah. I hate that.
Yeah.
Because it's like, people stop looking at they grass thinking it's all cool. Like, you know what I'm saying? I be thinking a lot of the stuff is fake anyway.
Yeah.
I think Jermaine Dupri and Janet Jackson, I think that was a fake relationship. I think Beyonce and Jay-Z is a fake relationship.
Yeah. French
Montana and whoever else. I think those is business arrangements. That's what I see it as.
Yeah.
Because if I'm a dude that's, an artist or whatever, and you an artist as a female, and I'm like, man, let's get this money.
Yeah.
That's how I be thinking about it being anyway. But people be envying these people relationships, and like maybe throwing their relationship down, like, oh, because our relationship don't look like theirs.
Yeah.
And then they don't have appreciation for their own. Yeah. Like, stay with yours. Make yours the real deal, where theirs might not be the real deal. When Nick Cannon and Mariah Carey got together, people, I was all on Facebook, look at the memes. Oh, I want a relationship goes like this. They had twins. They ain't together no more. You know what I'm saying? Like, stop doing that. Like, be yourself. Make your relationship the best relationship, because those people really is probably envying you and yours.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I seen a meme recently that said you'd be surprised at how many people are jealous of your regular ass life.
Man. And we talked about that before. Like, people hate you. You don't even know.
Yeah.
At work, somebody told me a rumor about me the other day, and they didn't even know. They were like, "Oh, yeah, you said X, Y, and Z," and I'm looking at them and like, I ain't never said that. Right. They was like, "Yeah, you was downstairs at this, and you said it." I'm like, "No, that's a rumor somebody else didn't told you."
Yeah.
And I'm like, why would somebody like me, I ain't nobody, like, why you make a rumor about me? Like, I'm the last person you should be making a rumor about. I'm boring.
Right.
Like, but like you said, people will be envious of you, and you don't even know them.
Yeah.
Or like you said, you can have basic stuff, and to them, it's major stuff, and you like, dude, I'm just trying to make it.
Yeah. Yeah, because I can remember when I was single, and I had a couple of women when I was single.
You had some bitches.
I had plenty of bitches, but some dudes would be like, this nigga think he got bitches and blah, blah, whatever. But I was never bragging about it.
Right.
I just did what I did. But I wasn't trying to be flashy or flamboyant. But people was acting like, I thought I was all that because I had a couple women. And that was never the case. I would never be like, hey, man, I got bitches.
Yeah.
But I didn't have nothing. I didn't have no car. I didn't have no money.
Right.
But I just had a talent.
You had the gift of gab.
Being in San Francisco, you got to have it.
Yes,
That's
sir.
the one thing we had. Anytime, no matter where you are in the world, when you met a dude from Frisco. Because we going to talk to them chicks.
Yes, sir.
No matter where you at. Like the time we went to Vegas.
Yes, sir.
They were like, y'all not from here, huh? Like, no.
Now.
Y'all must be from the city.
Yeah, we at their necks.
All the time. It's a talent.
Man, some of us are blessed with the ability. So, yeah, that was my whole thing, man. Like, make the life you got, make that greener. Fuck the grass on the other side. Because you stop looking out of windows. You know what I mean? Just make yours into the best it can be. I don't know why I had that, but that's what I was thinking.
But that's good advice, though. The grass ain't always greener on the other side. Just look at your own damn grass.
Yeah, but sometimes, fuck that grass. Put some artificial turf down.
Yeah, because it's a drought now, too. That's true. So the next topic I want to get into is a big case for some of you men out there, which is premature ejaculation.
Ooh.
I'm not a doctor.
Right.
But I know a little something about it because I read about it.
You're going to help somebody.
I'm going to help somebody in the world. Because,
Okay.
I've studied this. And so it says that 40 to 45% of men suffer from sexual dysfunction, which is categorized as reaching orgasm before he wishes. Not before she wishes, but before he wishes. So we already disappointed if it happens to us. Mm-hmm. So we ain't got to worry about you being disappointed because I'm mad at me. You know what I'm saying? I was still trying to do some extra stuff and put you in different positions, and it just didn't work.
Right.
So one of the best ways to handle premature ejaculation has been known as the Masters and Johnson method. Now, anybody with HBO has seen that show, Masters of Sex. And that explains the whole Masters and Johnson method. And what you do is you bring yourself close to ejaculation. Mm-hmm. Then you stop and relax until it goes down, and you do it again. You just keep doing this until you know when you're about to ejaculate, so you can stop yourself and then continue. Now, your girl might wonder why the hell you keep stopping, but here's how you do it. If you gotta stop, you kiss her on the neck a little bit. You whisper something to her. You start grooving to the music if you playing it on the tape or something, so she doesn't know what's going on.
You better quit with this tape. You making yourself old.
Well, on CD.
Yeah.
It's still called a sex tape, no matter what. Who calls it a sex CD?
I don't know. I'm just saying.
Or a fuck CD. They call it a fuck tape. So anyhow, you repeat, bring yourself close, stop, repeat. It helps you to determine when your point of no return is. And there's also things like desensitizing creams and condoms, too, that you can use to help yourself out.
Right.
So, to go back what I said, use the Masters and Johnson method. Bring yourself close to ejaculation by masturbating. Stop, relax, and then repeat. And it'll help you out, brothers.
So you're saying to starve yourself from your orgasm and then build it up.
Yeah.
And then keep starving it.
Yeah, keep starving it. And then, once you get to where you know when you're going to have an orgasm, just, let yourself go. But then you start knowing your body at that time.
Oh, so you're saying it happens because the guys don't know their bodies?
Yeah, they don't know how much is the moment of excitement that's too late. Because I'm sure everybody's been having sex at some point, and then they didn't want to nut when they did. It's like I was planning on doing something else.
I was about to bring the pain.
Yeah, but I know my body so well that I can feel it in my head when I'm about to come.
Wait a minute, what head?
The big head.
Like your brain.
Yeah, you feel the tingle up there, it travels down your spine, and then, it's like, there she blows.
So before you have an orgasm, it tingles in your head.
Yeah.
And then it goes down your back.
Down my spine, and then it shoots out like, yeah!
That's a hell of an orgasm.
That's right.
It started top of your head, down your spine. Wow.
Yeah, so sometimes I come so hard I have a headache. And I have to sleep for about an hour.
That's the same thing with me, but I sleep for 8.
Yeah, it's crazy. When me and my girl have sex, we're no good after that.
Y'all both know
Like, we are no good after that. What happens is we both fall asleep for a lot of hours. And then whatever we was planning on doing that day is over.
Do you guys have sex or are you guys having a fight?
I mean, maybe I'll beat the pussy up.
So, what's the Masters and Johnson? One more time. What's the
Masters and Johnson? You masturbate by using one of your favorite creams or lotions.
So before you have sex,
I like to use Jergens.
So before you have sex, you jerk off.
Yeah. I mean, or even when you're not having sex that day, it's your training day.
Okay.
Basically, you training on one of them days. You sit there, you masturbate until you're close to orgasm, which this is what you're trying to learn, is when you're about to come and when to stop it.
Okay.
But once it gets past, for me, once it gets past my back, it's
right.
Once
it comes through your head and down,
fire in the hole.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
It's about to go down.
Fire in the hole. So you do it, stop, do it again.
Uh-huh.
You know, it's like training.
Right.
Because in actuality, the dick is a muscle.
Uh-huh.
So when I used to do when I was young, I would take the dry off towel and I'd lay it across it and do dick lifts.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Like dick push-ups.
Right. It's a muscle. You can build a muscle.
Right. Yeah, definitely.
And there's some Chinese people and some African warriors that used to tie weights to their dick to make them longer.
Right.
And, you know, if we try that now, we may pull a fucking muscle. But be safe.
I can't go to work today. I'll pull a muscle with my nuts.
But it works. It stretches it because science tells you that every guy has at least 2 more inches of dick that's recessed. Uh-huh. And sometimes you got to get it out.
Hey, you know what? You got to research that because I've never heard that before.
I read that.
All right, next show.
Let me write it down.
Yeah, next show, make sure you got some information on that. How to get the extra 2 inches out your dick.
Right, because what they do, if you go for an operation of a dick enlargement, they cut the skin around the base of your penis and they pull that little 2 inches out and they, grab some skin from somewhere else and sew it back up. That, go get your 2 inches.
you definitely gonna have to research that. Because I didn't know I had 2 more I could go get.
I can borrow 2 more.
I didn't know I had 2 more. I mean,
I've been dealing with these all
right. These women been getting short change. You could have had 2 more.
You're going to have to go back and fuck them all again.
Right. You got to start back over.
Hey, baby, I got 2 more inches.
I got 2 more inches.
You missed out.
I've been cheating you all this time. But yeah, I also do the exercise with the towel and wrap it around my dick. And I do I just try to do the dick lifts,
right. And once you get a certain age, you're not able to do it. I mean, your dick ain't hard like it was when you was 20.
Right.
But hopefully you're with a woman that appreciates your medium soft.
What is medium soft?
It's something that I say in my relationship where you're not to the height of excitement,
right?
But you can work with it. You know what I'm saying? You're not like
it can get the party started.
Yeah, you're not Fist of Ra,
right?
But
you're not the Hammer of Thor.
Yeah, you're not the Hammer of Thor, but you're not Mr. Noodle either.
Right? You're not Oodles and Noodles.
Right. You can still get the party started.
Right. Okay.
But, and if she loves you, it doesn't matter anyway.
Right. You can just fold it up and roll it in.
You can just cuddle with her. She loves you anyhow. Baby, I love you.
Right.
And then she's fucking the neighbor.
Yeah. You keep getting pool deliveries and you ain't got
no pool.
So, let's just roll into my next topic. So, we talked about it a little bit in the last podcast, and I said I'd go into more details. Remember I was talking about like my life plan and the categories and stuff. So women or men, this is one way you can help people in your relationship. If you with somebody and you see that they're kind of off track, or you kind of see that they don't have a life plan, or you just want to help your partner get on the same page as you, or even understand your partner better. So what I like to do is I get a pen and a pad and I write down, I make categories and kind of like boxes. So I have these 7 boxes that I use, and one of them is religion. Box 2 is life. 3 is sex. 4 is money. 5 is career. 6 is family. And 7 is friends. Oh. And what I do with those, I write them all on a piece of paper. And every like 2 or 3 months, I judge where I am on a 1 to 5. Wow. So I'll look at religion and I'll be like, how's my relationship with God? Like, how do I feel? Do I feel connected? Do I feel like I'm not connected? And I'll give it a 1 to 5. And let's say I feel like a 3. Then I'll be like, life. Like, how do I feel about life today? Like, do I feel like, how am I living my life? Is it good? Is it bad? Does it suck? Or sex? Am I getting enough ass this month? How do I feel? And so basically what I do with these categories, I give it 1 through 5. And so then if it's anything that I feel that's less than a 3 or 3, then I research what it is that I want to do. So if it's like my life and I'm feeling like, life sucks. And so I'll be like, well, what makes me happy? Yeah. And I'm like, well, what makes me happy is playing basketball or doing the podcast or just getting on my bike and riding to the thing. And so I say, I know that those things make me feel better. So I sit down with my calendar and then I schedule time when I'm going to do those things. Oh, wow. And so I say, well, this week I'm going to ride my bike 3 times to the water, eat some fried chicken, and so I go do those things, and then that makes me feel better. Yeah. And I know it's something that's really simple, but it's something I think that most people don't think about because they don't know how to start. Yeah. So if you sit down with the person you're in a relationship with this list, and you ask them, you can ask them these questions. You're like, how do you feel about your life? My life sucks. Okay, so we're going to say that's a 2.
So how are we going to say that?
And so then you just go through and then you come back and you be like, well, what are some things you like to do? Well, I've never been to Hawaii. I never did it. Okay. You got something to work with. Yeah. A lot of people don't know how to make their relationship better. Right. They don't know what to do. Well, I'm giving you a list where you get this list. You can change the list by any way. You can put different categories if you know the person. Yeah. And so you can know that the person loves going fishing. She loves to go fishing. Hey, how are you feeling about fishing? Oh, it's a 2. I never go. All right, well, let's freak that. So then as you start going and doing these things, and then you come back, and then you could also show a person, maybe you're dealing with a negative person. Yeah. You can show them how your life isn't so bad.
Yeah, it says here in my chart that your life doesn't suck so much.
Because you can say, well, here are the things that you like to do, and you've been able to do them. Yeah. And then, but then you can really also realize sometimes you got to get out of a situation because you're dealing with a situation with a person where there's no winning. Yeah. And so if you sit here with this list and you've done everything to try to make the situation better. And one thing I've noticed too, that you can discover things that they like that you like, but you never knew. Yeah. Because they might want to add something to the list where you talk about religious. And they say, you know what? I feel like I'm really lost with my religion. And you be like, well, why do you feel like that? Well, when I was little, we used to go to church all the time. Nigga, I didn't know you used to go to church. Like all this time, we could have went to church. Yeah. You might find out some stuff you never knew. Yeah. So that's what I say. So I just wanted to share with my notes on that.
That's good.
That's what I do in order to keep my life on track. Because sometimes I find myself feeling down, and I'm like, why do I feel this way? Yeah. And then, so I had to make a chart for myself to really try to capture it, because sometimes you go to work, you go home, you pay bills, and you get caught in this rut. But you don't. But see, sometimes it's the littlest things. When I was in my 20s, I started doing the list, and one of the things would be play video games. Yeah. Because I had kids, and I had work, and I had school, and I never got to play video games. Yeah. But it made me calm. It made me comfortable. Yeah. And so I was like, well, I'm going to start making time to just play. Instead of going to the club, instead of doing this stuff, which doesn't make me happy, I'm going to go do this. And then I found out that when I did that, I felt so much better.
And that's what I've been meaning to do, is play more video games. But my problem is I play them so few and far between that by the time I play it again, I don't remember how I got to where I am. Mm-hmm. It's like, okay, how did I get here and what do I do now?
So you would be a prime person that would say, that's why I say we all have calendars in our phone. Mm-hmm. You can start putting reminders in your phone. I put reminders in my phone for everything. Yeah. I lose my phone, I won't know nobody's birthday. Mm-hmm. I won't know nobody's nothing because I put everything in there. I got stupid reminders. I got stuff that I have a reminder to pray. Mm. You know what I mean?
Which is okay.
But I'm just saying, because you get caught up in stuff, it'll buzz, and I'll be praying. Yeah. You know, like, oh, okay. I wasn't going to do that today. Because I get caught up in my life. And so that you'll be primed. Just put it in. Look, this day, and you almost clear your schedule for it like you would do anything else. If I tell you, hey, I got a birthday party, you got to be there Thursday. You'll be like, okay. You put in your thing. You're definitely going to be there Thursday.
Yeah, because you'll know.
Because I told you, and you wrote it down. It was important. That same thing is going to happen. You'll be like, because what I do is somebody asks me to do something, I'll pull out my calendar. And I'll be like, oh, no, I can't do that because of this. Or I'll do the same thing when I look at my calendar. You'll look at your calendar for Thursday and be like, oh, there's nothing on there except play video games. Yeah. What are you going to do tonight? I'm going to play video games. Yeah. Why? Because it's right here.
Yeah. And it's not like anybody stops me or says I can't or nothing. It's just that I don't make time for it myself.
You don't make time and you forget what makes you happy. Yeah. Because you're so busy, especially in relationships. We're so busy worried about the relationships. We're worried about the kids. We're worried about all this other stuff. You know, one of the rules of having money is what? Pay yourself first.
Pay yourself first, yeah.
Use that same philosophy with life. Mm-hmm. Pay yourself first in happiness. Yeah. Because if you pay yourself first in money, you have abundance of money. Mm-hmm. If you pay yourself first in life, you have abundance of happiness. Happiness, yeah. And that's worth more than money. Yeah. So, yeah, that's my little preacher. We'll get back to talking about bitches and hoes in a minute.
And that's good, though, because even in my relationship, we spend so much time with each other that we're like, you know, abundantly happy with each other. Uh-huh. I mean, even doing nothing. We could do nothing all day and be perfectly fine. Mm-hmm. And I don't, you know, as long as it has something to do with her, I'm like, cool, this is great. This is where life is. Mm-hmm. In fact, I was thinking yesterday that if I did nothing else in my life, if I didn't get a promotion, if I didn't get another car or get a bigger house, I would still be happy with as long as I was with her in this where I'm at now. In this space, I'm the happiest I've ever been.
Yeah, because it's pretty gay. It sounds pretty gay. But yeah, go ahead.
So I was thinking I'm the happiest ever. If I just did this, I'd be happy. So now I'm thinking if I do even more, I'll be even more happy. Right. You know what I'm saying? Right, so right. I got a foundation to build on. Right. So that's what I think.
It's a gay foundation.
It's the gay foundation.
So the email question came this time. It was, is it true that a man needs to feel like a king of the house, king of the household, and why? Is it true that a man needs to feel like, the king of the household, and why? Why do you think?
I think it.
Do you think men need to feel like the king of the house?
I think some men do. Mm-hmm. But I mean, if you got to be over everybody else, then there might be something wrong with you. That you feel like I'm in charge and everybody else is beneath me. I think of it more, if you have a queen in the house, then y'all have a sharing kind of synergistic relationship.
Wow, big word.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? That's that $5 word. Ooh. It's synergistic because sometimes, I mean, I'm always in charge. Let's just get that out the way. I'll wear the pants, all that. But sometimes I will, deflect to her to make certain decisions. Kids say, can I have some ice cream? Now me, I'd be like, I'll say yeah all the time. Yeah, sure, yeah.
Eat some ice cream.
Yeah, but most of the time I'll be like, ask your mom. Because she knows if you had ice cream while I was at work. And I wasn't there. And she could have been saying no all day. Then you wait for me to get there and I say yeah. I'm always going to say yeah most of the time because I don't mind. I'm the coolest guy going. Mm-hmm. But I don't always have to feel like I'm the king of the house and everything I say goes because it's a sharing relationship. Right. But everything I say does go.
Right. But you don't need to fail like that because you're pussy with. I mean, because...
because my balls in the jar next to the bed.
She's holding your balls.
If she's listening, I understand, honey.
She said it's okay for me to say. Is it true that men need to feel like the king of the house? Hold, and why? I think it's a double-edged sword, right? Because society gives you, all these rules of what a man is. Yeah. We have old school thinking where, the man, take care of all the bills and blah, blah, blah. But we live in a new age society where a lot of those rules and regulations are gone. Yeah. But we have a lot of modern day women who want old school dudes. So they want to feel protected. They want the dude to pay all the bills and but a lot of times, especially in the Bay Area, it's so expensive. Yeah. It's damn hard if you want to live on a certain level to do it by yourself. So you have women who are making as much money as men, or if more. Yeah. So, they don't want to take no orders. No. You know what I'm saying? Or, so I think, do men, the king of the household? Oh no. It matters what kind of dudes you messing with. Yeah. Because if you don't want me to be the man of the household and the nigga breaking the house and I sit back like, go ahead, King Kong. You go whoop his ass.
You like women's lib.
Yeah, you can handle it. But then in the same breath, if the mortgage is $8,000 and I need your $4,000, right. For me personally, like we always say this, I'm a man, no matter what. Right. If I got 2 rubber nickels in my pocket,
still a man.
I'm still gonna be a man. And that's how men should think. And women, you should always be a woman. Mm-hmm. Like, don't let nobody ever change that or have any effect on your womanhood or manhood. So, I don't know.
It depends on each relationship.
Yeah, it depends on each relationship.
Even in my last relationship, she wasn't like this when we started, but the kind of person she turned into was she thought that I was going to work and bring my check to her and let her pay all the bills. I mean, what kind of world is that? That's just stupid. I mean, where's my money coming from? Right. But I don't know where she even got that from. I think what she was saying was her grandfather was that kind of man. He'd bring the check home and just let his wife take care of everything. That's just dumb. Right. I mean, that's saying that I ain't got sense enough to take care of everything. Uh-huh. So that's why I say in my current relationship, we share money. Now, if she needs some, I'll give her some, whatever it is. But we share the responsibility of the bills. But I'm not the come on, bring my check to you and let you do whatever kind of guy. It's just not me.
Right. Yeah. I mean, I'm the same way. Like I would take care of maybe a bigger chunk of the bills. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. But I'm not opposed to being 50-50. Yeah. Don't get it wrong. Yeah. But I'm so independent. That's why, like the idea of somebody paying a bigger chunk doesn't have anything to do with like women or something. It's just me. Yeah. Like my pride is too much. So I'm like, I gotta pay more anyway. Because I'm just so used to, I don't like being in debt to nobody, even though it shouldn't be like that. Yeah. It's just how I think.
That's what it feels like.
Yeah, that's just how I feel.
I'm like that with gifts. Uh-huh. If my girl gives me a gift that I think is really good, I have to beat that gift now. So that's my competition.
Yeah. But I don't know. I think, so if this is a woman, because I don't know if it was a woman, but if this is a woman, well, I guess it doesn't matter. Yeah. But whoever it is, I would say whatever you want out of the relationship is how you should treat the person. Yeah. So if you're a gay man and you want a dominant man, then you need to treat that man like a king. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? If you're a woman and you want a dominant man, you have to treat him like a king. Yeah. So he can be the king of the house.
Let him get his king on.
If that's what you want. Now, if you want a little punk, you know what I'm saying? Slap him on the ass and tell him to go make you some chicken.
Tell him to make you an omelet after you finish eating it.
Right. I mean, so it's up to you. I think you should treat every man like a king because we have more brain cells than women. We're stronger. We're tougher. We're faster. I mean, so, oh, no. I mean, sometimes you do have to, we have more brain cells. So with those extra brain cells, we're able to handle being the king. Right. So technically, you should.
Yeah. Why not? And the thing about it is that if you want a totalitarianism relationship, which means somebody's in charge, somebody isn't, or if you want a democracy where you guys get to discuss things openly together. You decide what it is that you want. Yeah. But every man should be treated like a king.
Right.
As every woman should be treated like a queen.
Right.
But you remember, even, the king always outweighs the queen.
Right. Because we're bigger, tougher, faster.
and we haven't had a woman president yet.
Yeah. All right. So let's wrap that up. So the last thing is my rant for today.
Dun, 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 dun.
Writer's rant.
Boom, 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 boom.
Stop with the music when your cell phone. If somebody calls or I call somebody and music starts playing, the first thing I want to do is throw my phone out the window. And the thing is, if you're going to play music, don't have a song that is depressing. And then when I talk to you, you hate all people.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, don't let somebody get the satisfaction of knowing that they have affected you so much that every time somebody calls you, they gotta hear, "Stay with me." Oh, you can't make no man. Or what's that K. Michelle song?
Oh my God.
You can't raise yeah. Like, come on.
What about I will remember?
Yeah. Yeah. What's the one by Simply Red, that old song?
Holding back.
Yeah. Holding back. Like, by the time you get on the phone, I'm depressed. I'm trying not to cut my wrist. I was happy when I called you. By the time the damn song went off, I'm ready to jump off the bridge. Like, cut it out. We're adults. If you're gonna play some music, play some up-tempo shit to make me happy.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Give
like
some swings.
Yeah, play some swing. Play some Beyonce. What's the one? Hands in the air. Hands in the air. Yeah, play some stuff where when you get on the phone, I'm singing.
Yeah, play some Tupac. Hit him up. First off, fuck your bitch. I get on the phone like, what's up, bitch?
Right. You know, dude, that's my rant today. Stop the sad ass damn songs. I've had enough. If I call you and the song on there and it's Boys and Men, I know you cheated. I just didn't care. I still love you anyway. Like, I'm hanging up.
What annoys me is when people are in public and, let's say we're all on the bus and the phone rings with a song that this motherfucker picked. And he takes like 2 minutes to answer it. Like, motherfucker, you know that's your song. Why you take all that time to answer it? That's your ass. Pick up the phone.
You know what? I'm really guilty of that. And what I do sometimes is I put a song I really like as the ringtone. Wow. So it rings and I'm like, hey. Then I missed the call because I was dancing. I hate when the youngsters do that and they put a real explicit song.
Wow.
So somebody calls, bitch, suck a dick. Bitch, suck a dick. Bitch, suck a dick. Bitch, suck a dick. Bitch, hey, what's up, man? How you doing, bro? Like, dang. And then, all right, call me right back. All right, call you back. Wow. Bitch, suck a dick. Bitch, suck a dick. Bitch, suck a dick.
Old ladies around.
Yeah. It's like you get offended for them. Yeah. Hey, so I think we can wrap this show up, man.
Yes, sir.
I'm hot.
Yeah, you got no fan down there?
Nah, I'm sweating.
Son of a bitch.
It's hot in the mud. Hey, hit us up on Gmail. Grown Men Chopping It Up.
At gmail.com.
Keep the questions coming.
And make sure you get on iTunes and give us a rating.
Yeah, we need them 5 stars.
And some reviews.
Yeah, yes, sir. All right, till next week. So that concludes our show tonight. We know there's a lot of podcasts you could be listening to.
And should be listening to.
So we thank you for riding with us. I'm J.R. Rydha.
And I'm Kerry Witta K. Make sure you look us up on Facebook or Instagram or get at us on grownmenchoppingitup@gmail.com. That's spelled out GROWNMENCHOPPINGITUP. And remember, everybody kneeling ain't praying.
Peace.